and St. Mary played in the game, and there were just a ton of kids that were getting their first action. So it was great to see the young players play. It was great to see the offense run about 80 or 90 plays. I'm not sure how many they ran, but obviously it was a ton. And got the skill position players a lot of action. Wilson and Samuel and Elliott and Jalen Marshall got quite a bit of action. So that was all great to see. They scored every which way, but boy, oh boy, the thing that I was struck with was just how terrible that Kent State team is and what a cliff they've fallen off of.
Oh, absolutely. It was the worst Golden Flashes loss since 1998 when they were whitewashed 56-0. They hadn't given up over 60 in a game since 2002, well over a decade. An interesting aside from the game, because you can't take a lot statistically away from such a dominant victory, but I was kind of have had good quarterback play over the last decade, or 7-8 years that I'm talking about here, but the first OSU quarterback to break 300 passing was Barrett the other day since Troy Smith back in 2006 against Michigan. I just didn't realize it had been that many. See, I'm like, wow, well, I guess so, because you're used to especially with the dual purpose and, guys getting, 150 plus on the ground and then passing as well. I was like, wow, I didn't even realize it had been that long since, looking at Kent State, you just keep going back to their stat line, 126 total passing, less than 50 on the ground. Their third down, it was, and here's the best part. The game is 66-0. This stat's almost mind-boggling. The time of equal for the game. The Buckeyes had a slight lead. They had 32.5 or so on possession and 27 plus for Kent State. But you decided, no, even with that still. And even with getting 3 turnovers, too. I know I saw you had the fumble in the third quarter there for the Buckeyes and the couple of turnovers, but even with 3 turnovers, even with a relatively even time of possession, you could have played this game 3 times and not gotten a competitive score. Like, you could have just let Kent State play their part of the game 3 times and Ohio State played once, and I still don't know if you would have had a competitive score, man.
Yeah, you're right. I take them longer score and they're giving it right back.
And that's it. Yeah.
That's why that stuff evens out on you. But I'm sure that the Buckeyes get a better test against the true freshmen playing the scout team in practice than they did Saturday. But like Urban Meyer said after the game, and we said before the game, that's exactly what the team needed. You've got young kids, freshmen getting their first playing time off the bench that are starting for the first, that are redshirt freshmen. And these guys, your starters, need reps. It's not the young kids that have never played before and they're just have been in school for only a couple months. We're talking about guys like Marshall and guys that are starters now that are ever, and they just need to play. And that's why he just wanted to get them out there, and that's why he was throwing the ball. Now and we still don't know. We know Cardale a lot about touch and accuracy and composure and those kinds of things, because by the time he got in the game, Urban had called off the dogs and he was strictly rushing the ball, throw it with a 8-touchdown lead. So, but a lot of guys saw the first action. It's great to go back and watch that again because, we've been curious about this great class. I still think this is the best freshman class of talent that I've ever seen at Ohio State. Half a dozen or 8 or 10 of those guys get their first game action. That to me is the appeal of a game like that. My wife does not understand what pleasure anyone can take out of watching. This is the best. This is the greatest. You get to see all the kids play. You get to just sit back. You're not relaxed. Your stomach's not tied up in a knot. You can enjoy it. But she still just does not get that.
I like Urban Meyer's quote. Some people say, you shouldn't play these types of teams. I think you should play them. Well, yeah, it goes without saying that you would say that. But the way he says it, I think you should play them. You never knew we're going to have a new quarterback, a young offensive line.
He said he'd rather. Yeah, you're right. He said he'd rather have this be their first game. That's the only thing he would do. He would like to see it be the first game, but that's.
But he was right. It's what the doctor ordered. Like you said, it allows you to, heading into a bye week, it allows you to mask over the bad taste of the loss, patch over and Band-Aid your ills for 1 week, give guys a confidence boost, and then you can start to prepare for Cincinnati.
Yeah, exactly, and that's good. And it's a weird scheduling anomaly this year with Cincinnati. Here we are. The Buckeyes have played 3 games. Cincinnati's played 1. They took their 2 bye weeks in week 1 and week 2, and I don't know how that happened scheduling wise with them this year, but a little bit strange that in week 4 they've only played 1 ball game. They're heading into their 2nd game this week. Walkover with the Miami Redhawks coming up this Saturday. They put 58 points on Toledo last week. So Gunnar Kiel playing quarterback for the Bearcats. He's a transfer from Notre Dame. He's a lot of confidence. He's a big kid, and they have a nice looking team. We'll see. I feel a little bit better about the Buckeyes' chances after this past week. They got some kinks ironed out for sure, but that'll be an entertaining game a week.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've got plenty of time next week. I may not even be here Wednesday. I have got to figure some things out. I may have a meeting here, so that may work out to my advantage. But we've got time to look at the preview. I was just going to ask you, even with such a limited sample size, I was wondering if your gut was still tingling, perhaps upset matchup.
Well, the only thing that I would have liked to have faced a better passing to get a good feeling and get some confidence in the new Chris Ash pass defense. Meyer said he was satisfied with how that went Saturday, but again, you're such an overmatched team talent-wise that you don't really learn a whole lot. Cincinnati has some athletes, and they have a quarterback with a big test, and that still makes me nervous until we see that Buckeye pass defense really turning the corner and shutting some people down. I don't think the Buckeyes are going to lose the game, entertaining game, and Cincinnati come in guns blazing.
Yeah, that Cincinnati offense looked good in the first one, but they're playing Toledo, so there's a level of competition there on the opposite side for you to judge, too. And that quarterback, you got to love. Hey, man, some people just have the right name for the game. For a quarterback than Gunnar Kiel, you know what I mean? You want to have a quarterback
That is a great
Gunnar.
Football name, no doubt, especially for a QB.
Absolutely, So, yeah, he went out there and threw for 406 touchdowns against Toledo, and J.T. Barrett can match that feat against Kent State. Let's see what happens when you take the MAC teams out of the equation there, and we'll see what happens. And we can preview that coming up next week as well. What do you got going on? Anything big this week, or you just getting away for a little bit? Or?
Actually, just getting away for a couple of days. Yeah, just taking off. Doing a little camping trip. Gonna stay in the state. They're just gonna be out of town and kind of out of pocket for a couple days.
Well, there you go, man. Everybody's got to get away for a little bit, man. That's a good time. You picked this on purpose. I don't know. You may have even had some forethought into this one, Dan. You knew the bye week was coming. You knew what was up.
Oh, don't assume that. There's very little planning involved here.
Very little planning.
Kind of lucky. Just kind of lucky it worked out this way on a Buckeye bye week. I'll be back for that. Ravens game. Don't worry about that. I'll give you that first-hand report again next Monday.
I cannot wait. Oh man, I see Bruce in the chat room here. Sometimes I fall behind on that, then I go back and click back in there and catch up with him. He got the email. I must have it in my box too. Indians have just lowered ticket prices for the final stretch of the season. There, obviously. It's hard to, I will say, when Mike Brandenburg sent me that thing, he goes, you and Joel Hammond, the PR guy, he goes, you guys are right there. I say, yeah, man, because my man, how the Indians can make the playoffs here, man, and 14 in a row, baby. I will say this, all joking aside, 3.1% as of this moment in time, off percentage for the Indians on this day last percent. So they have literally double the opportunity, double the odds here that they had 1 year ago to make the playoffs. They have got a whopping. So there you go. It starts in. There you go.
They got twice as good a chance of making the playoffs as they did this time last year. That's one of those. That's one of those statistics that the cause of the expression lies, damn lies, in statistics. That's where that comes from.
I'm not going to lie. How many of you guys out there, if you're honest, you'll tell me the truth. How many of you guys out there, though, yesterday, even after losing the first couple of games of that series to Detroit, saw runner on base, 2-run game, Jason Giambi comes to the plate with the hopes of the game on the line? How many of you said, I'll be damned, what if J-Rod called this one? Is Giambi going to hit a home run here? I did too. I said, come on, Giambi, make me look good. Even if you lost 2 out of 3, it can change things if you come back on this one. Unfortunately, he didn't get her done. But I'm just saying, I know some of you guys had to say, You're kidding me. Not Giambi, right? No way this could actually work out that way. It didn't. But.
Yeah, I was in my car driving home from the Browns game when that was going on, and I got to tell you, it crossed my mind. So,
See?
I was not devoid of hope. I was thinking, hey, this is where it all turns around right now.
I'm telling you, I thought we were going to come. I could see the beginning of today's show. For 30 seconds, I was salivating, going, don't tell me. I'm going to open up with Hammy. Calling the drive heard round the world from Giambi that starts the 15-game winning streak that leads the Indians to the playoffs, and unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Apparently,
and then you sobered up, and
yeah. Now I was feeling good anyway. I thought that was. I be honest with you, I wished though that game had just ended at least during the Browns game, because you come out of the Browns game and there's still a little bit of juice left in the Tribe game here, and they've got the opportunity, and you're going, man, come on. So I got sucked into the hope, baby, because I'm like, let's make this a good day all the way around. And there I am, edge of the seat, 9th inning, go, come on, Giambi, come on, man. Flintstone me, one more home run, come on, man.
That just goes to show you that the hope and the fandom for the Tribe is not a voluntary thing. We don't have control over how we feel about that stuff. It's involuntary, that hope that comes over us when you get. That's we live with it. That's what we got. Whatever that disease is, Jerry, you and I got it bad, and it's going away anytime soon.
We got the fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell, baby.
That's right.
When the great Bruce Dickinson asks you for more cowbell, Dan, you give it to him. That's all there is to it, man. Dan Wismar from the Cleveland Fan. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your time off. Enjoy this weekend. You got lots of Tribe games this week. Tons of football coming up. No Buckeyes. Got the Browns and the Ravens. We'll catch up on Monday, and we'll see. Let's see if the winning streak. Let's see. What by next Monday. What will it be? They'll have to be on, a 6-game winning streak when we talk. So let's see if we're looking at a 6-game winning streak by the time you and I talk again for the Tribe.
That sounds good, buddy. We'll catch up Monday.
All right. Enjoy your time away. Dan Wismar from the Cleveland Fan, our boy, here every Monday, every Wednesday on the Sports Fix. My man. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Final segment, the longest Sports Fix in the history of Sports Fixes, is on the air. When we come back, we got the final segment. Don't go anywhere. We'll set the stage for that Indians game tonight. Talk a little bit, hey, FIBA, Kyrie, a little bit of a championship fever there, maybe, just maybe. Got him a little hungry for what may be coming this season. We'll talk about that, set up the Tribe and the Houston Astros, and wrap up the day. Don't go anywhere. Final segment coming up next on The Fix.
Things you do, you won't go wrong. Oh no, this is our family jewel. We are family. Yeah, sing it to me. I got all my sisters addicted. Sing it to me. We are family. I can hear you. Yo, tell me what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want.
Listen to the Sports Fix
if you want to be my lover.
It's an addiction. The Sports Fix. We'll be right back.
Whether it's an oil change or a new set of tires, Quick Lane at Valley Ford Truck has you covered for your car care needs. They're your neighborhood quick service experts. They also offer a low price tire guarantee. Choose from 13 brands, and if you find the same tires at a lower price within 30 days, Quick Lane at Valley Ford will refund the difference. 5715 Canal Road, right under the 480 bridge in Valley View. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane. QuickLane.com/Valley Ford Truck.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in Ohio knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family-friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family. You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, you can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community.